T-Man 978 Chill Review.
Hello everyone, T-Man 978. Right now I'm reviewing another old school toy. This is Gijoe, the Pursuit of Cobra, Jungle Assault Duke. Duke is the team commander. For years I had no idea he wasn't the just overall leader of G.I. Joe. Because all those episodes had him being in charge. I just thought he was just the leader, period. Not like a special mission or like a lieutenant. Fun fact, I used to just buy G.I. Joe. When they had the 25th anniversary, I was buying them. But then I just bought them randomly even after I stopped collecting them. Well, it has a removable clip, I just found out. 'Cause I used to just find these things, and now I come across them, completely forgetting that I even own them. Duke looks good. He has the typical Duke or G.I. Joe scar on the face, but even though that's a G.I. Joe thing, only Duke, I believe, had that as far as the real American hero size. G.I. Joe, he has this backpack, a bunch of color variation down here, like the lower legs are dirty from him probably walking through the moisture and whatnot. There's detail on these boots, treads. The boots can go down, they can go up. No ankle pivot. That was one downside to these guys. The feet do rotate though, like old school Marvel Legends. Or when Hasbro used to get them, or first started on them. Double jointed knees. The hips are on a metal ball pin, so the legs can go that far. Kick forward and back, and these things are notorious for getting loose because of that. He has on a rack of gear. He has this bag. Inside the bag, he can actually store this flashlight, which is just all freaking black. Let's see how well he holds that. Yeah, Duke holds the flashlight well. He also holds these other weapons he comes with well. He has this gun. He has a little knife stored in here. You can put it in the hand either way. Both hands have like a trigger finger on it, but I think this hand is more designed for the knife. And of course, you can hold it in both angles. There's no in and out motion as far as these wrists. They just swivel. In and out would have been awesome. But for a figure this size, what he does have is awesome. He comes with like pretty much 9 accessories if I include the base. And if I include the little clip that comes off of this rifle right here. So that's nice. He also comes with this vest right here, which looks like that. And of course, it can unpeg and come off. But here's his body without that vest. I think it's the same body as the movie figures. I can't be sure. Yeah, I think this is the same body as the movie figures. He has that G.I. Joe logo right there. But here's what you're working with as far as the diaphragm. It pivots. I don't know if it's like a double ball peg. I'm scared to pop that off because I don't want to break it. But you can like force it. So that's nice. There's no like waist articulation. And I like that his anatomy looks like really realistic to me. Maybe without that vest, his arms are a little bit skinny, but they look nice and natural. I wish he had like a hinge because he can barely look up or down. He can just mostly look left and right. The shoulders go all the way up. No bicep swivel. The elbows bend and swivel. And I showed off the hips and whatnot. So Yeah, if this thing had ankle pivot, bicep swivel, and a hinge ball joint, like, man, this thing would be almost freaking Marvel Legends. And of course, like a thigh cut would have been nice. Trying to make sure I showed y'all every little thing. Yeah, y'all seen everything that it came with. So, one thing I like to do with this backpack, just put that in the back and bring this over the shoulders and bring the strap over the shoulders and put it like that. So now he doesn't even need that tactical vest. It's like he has the backpack on with straps. So I don't know if that's the intention of the strap. That's the only thing that can make sense. But I like it. I don't even like the clunky vest. It hinders the articulation anyway. But anyway, this is cool. I love this thing. I probably bought it for $5 or less than $5 back in the day. Well, not back in the day. Probably, yeah, like 8 years ago, 7, 8 years ago. I more than likely paid less than $5 for this thing. And you get a lot, just like my last G.I. Joe review. So, it's cool. If you like G.I. Joe, you would definitely like this, I think. So anyway, if you like this video, let me know. Until next time, T-Man978 out of here. Thank you for watching. Join the Syndicate Toy Hunters Facebook group. Link in the description. Click the videos. Click the fucking videos, baby. Click the videos. You should really click these videos. Click the videos. Click those fucking videos, baby. Click the videos. You really should click those videos. Click that shit. Go ahead and click that shit. If you did, you would like it. Really click that shit. Now I'm freaking gone.